It's kind of crooked. Oh, I didn't see you there. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Bucket's Garage. And all you new subscribers, like I said last week, it's like a repeat. Yeah, you know. Welcome everybody. Everybody's welcome. Well, you know what today's going to be? Today is going to be on this QA50 that I bought at the auction. 2 weeks ago, right? Something like that. And then I found one on Marketplace. Just so happens, because I needed a few parts, but let's go over that. Well, today's video is going to be on this old Honda QA50. Let's get into this, guys. Yeah, buddy. Oh, you know what? Before I start, tell you what. Hey, if you guys want to skip through this, I'm going to go to the fair and get something to eat. The fair's going on. Almost forgot. But you can skip through if you want, but you stick around. Look at what happened. Dude, where's all the Alice in Chains shirts?
Sorry, man. We're all out of Alice in Chains shirts.
Really?
Buckets, it's your fault.
That figures. It figures now.
Sorry, she's helping me because my shoes are Thank you so much. Hey, Buckets. What are you doing?
A gyro.
Haven't you had enough already today?
My favorite. I've always got to get a gyro when I come to see Nick's Gyros.
Yeah.
Even though we're at the fair, like Chardonnay Maple Festival, Grape Jamboree, and car swap meets. Everywhere I go, I just got to go get their gyro. It's the best in town. Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Awesome.
Hey, Bucket.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
All right. I'm hungry,
Good
man.
to see you. It's like your 100 gyro this year.
That's 100 gyros,
Why
man.
not, man?
Every time. I've been back how many times today? 4?
6, I thought.
6? That's right, it was 6. Love this stand, guys.
Best place in town.
Hey, it's a bird.
Hey, what's going on, man?
It's Buckets.
That's
Big
right.
Gyros loves Buckets.
Oh, that's right, man. Buckets loves Nick's gyro.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
Thanks for you. Got you.
Give them my regular.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday,
Come on, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
that's right.
You should be our mascot.
I know, it should be the mascot. It should be on the sign.
Someone get the bucket special for next.
The bucket special. Now that's an idea. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to have the bucket special here. You guys make sure you visit this spot. Oh. Whew. I am stuffed with gyros. Holy buckets of my stuff with gyros. Also went and got the mail. I'm glad, guys, because here is the sprocket. And I'll show you guys that. That's the sprocket. Yeah. So let's get into this bad boy now. Yeah. So today, guys, I'm also using new microphones to get all that funky noise out and all the crickets, maybe. We'll see how they work today. They're good microphones. And this is the original engine. This is the one that came off Marketplace. The gas tank came from Marketplace. It's the original frame that I bought at the auction. Now, that's the Marketplace one there. Of course, that engine and the seat, but that definitely is not the handlebars that belong on that bike. It is a nicer frame. I thought about it. I was like, you know what? That's a clean frame. I thought about switching all that over, but I'm like, yeah, you know what? This is the original. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this engine on this frame. The bolts are actually still in there. So he took this off for a reason. He was getting ready to fix this engine. So I'm going to take the chance, because it doesn't look like this engine was taken apart. This one has obvious signs of being pulled apart. And as you've seen in the videos, I actually started both these engines up. I cleaned the points, and I just hooked up the coil, you know, there's only one wire. Went to the coil. And I was able to put it in the spark plug and start it up. And run a little go-go juice in there. So we're just going to go. I know this engine's not the greatest. It's got, you know, this is broken off here. But the splines are good on this one. You can see the splines on this. Give you a close-up on that. Are kind of messed up. It'll probably be okay. It's got the foot pegs. I got to take them off. That spline's in real nice shape. So I'm going to go with someone probably did a repair. You know how these QA50s had that second gear skip? That was real common. Hopefully someone did the repair on this from Honda. So we'll find out. We're just going to go ahead and mount that engine. So let's get that started. Let's get this engine on. And before I forget, this is the box of goodies I got. This cover was on one of the engines. I took it off to clean the points, but this is the air cleaner that came with it. This is the next one I had laying around here. And a bunch of extra parts in this box. When I went to the auction, I bought this box and I bought the engine off the ground. So I'm sure that's extra parts for that. This box here has a lot of NOS stuff in it that a friend came to work and he's like, hey, I got a bunch of extra QA50 stuff. If you want to buy it from me, I got a whole box of leftovers. I'm like, sure, why not? I never know when I'm going to need it. Well, here it is. I need it. Even got a brand new cable in there. Look at that. Okay. Yeah. The bolts are still in there. That's good. Don't have to search for that. So, yeah, the coil's on there. Of course, the chain's still there. Now, as that, speaking of the chain, here, the sprockets are missing on both these engines. I went through my box of sprockets. I have this little box full. Plus, I had a bunch of random ones up there and some of the parts boxes I still got to put in this box. I found 2 that would fit, but it's not the right chain for that. It's like 420. And definitely not, it wouldn't work. So I didn't have a sprocket for neither one engine. So I had to order a sprocket. That sprocket cost me over $40. Hopefully it gets here. Today is Friday. Oh wait, today is Thursday. I'm sorry. Today is Thursday. So hopefully by Saturday I can finish up if the engine's all together, and if this works out, I'll have the sprocket and we can drive it around. But we'll see. I ordered it Monday. We'll see. One place that I got it from, I'll put it in the description where I found that sprocket. There's only one place I could find it. If you guys need any parts, I think they sell a bunch of parts for these as well. So, let's get into putting that on now. Depending how long this is going to take me. You know what? I'm going to take these bolts out, but what I'm going to do first is actually, of course, take them bolts out. But I'm going to take the foot pegs and put them on. It's going to be a lot easier, as long as oil doesn't start pouring out here. The threads look good in these holes, except for one. Looks like it might be a little stripped. Hopefully not. So it should be a 12. At least they were back in the day on the Trail 70s, a 12. Yeah, it's a little stripped. Someone rounded the head off on that. So we'll try a 13 first, see how that works. Some kind of welded plate that someone had on there. Probably for a foot peg. Yeah, definitely not the size, but it got it off. Now, I may fast forward this, guys. And you know what? It kind of looks like someone had this engine apart. Well, we're going to try it. We'll try this engine first. If it doesn't work, we'll put this engine on, right? Let's try that. Now we're going with the 12. Somebody did it right. they put the lock washers back on. That's unusual. I never see that. All right. This has got some pretty good leakage of oil anyway, so it's going to need gaskets anyhow. If I put that engine on, ooh, that hurts. I got myself stabbed at work the other day. And I tell you what, that bugger hurt. Wasn't no bigger than a needle. That went in there pretty deep. Sorry if you guys are squeamish on that. I apologize. It was on the magneto side, correct, guys? Am I right? Or am I wrong? See, I didn't pay attention when I took it off just now. Of course, I could rewind the video and look, but what's the fun in that? Hey, this might be a short video. I always say that, right? Yeah, this might be a short video there, guys. Never know. Probably come across something go, yeah. Yeah, these holes are... Two of these are stripped out a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Might have to helicoil those. We're going to go ahead and just take off this cable. Because the cable on here is actually good. To fix that, I'm going to take this off as well. I'm going to put a new hose on it. This actually goes to the gas tank that we got. Hopefully the seal's good. I cheated. I took the bottom of this carburetor off to see what it looked like on the inside. Looks good. This one I don't know. So I'm going to pull it off before we put it on. And not to mention, that spark plug broke. That had to be changed. Actually, I got off work a little early today. Well, I actually didn't go to work today. I went to an Amish wedding. It was actually really nice. Their weddings are pretty cool. I never see the ceremony. They only invite us to the dinner part of it. But the dinner was excellent. I am still full, and I will be still full by dinner tomorrow. They say if you leave there hungry, you did something wrong. All right. I'll try for the bottom part first. Need the shorter one, I believe. Well, it looks like I might be able to put the top in first. Now, there's one thing I don't have for this, guys, and that's the exhaust. The exhaust in that rear fender's missing. And I'm sure they're very expensive. I know the exhaust is very expensive. And you know what's funny? I had one. I had no QA50s. I had no desire to get another one. So I had this exhaust lane hanging up here above me. I'm like, I'll throw it on eBay. Yeah, I got some good money out of it. Real good money. But now look it, I'm short on exhaust. See, you want to start cleaning up and sell stuff and get rid of it. That's what happens. That's why we're such afraid. That's why we're such afraid to get rid of stuff, because you never know when you're going to need it. But that's okay. Now, ooh, little dog here. Now I might make some kind of exhaust for it. All right, now, where do we go from here, right? Probably change that spark plug. Let's tighten up the engine mounts. I wonder what went here. Something's missing. Not sure what went there. Oh, maybe part of the exhaust. All right, guys. That seat's in a weird angle too, ain't it? Or is that the way it's supposed to be? It's actually in pretty decent shape. Now, I'm not sure if there's supposed to be rubber on there. Well, I think there's supposed to be little tiny pieces of rubber. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to have to find some kind of rubber to put in there, so that gas tank stays on. All right. All right, now I did find some rubber so I can mount that tank on, so it's not metal on metal. I just have to do that. But, guys, I was thinking about that exhaust. And I have one of these. Lawnmower muffler. Yes, a lawnmower muffler. And just so it ain't so abrupt, I think I could put this on like this. But, buckets, how's that going to stay in there? How are you going to get that to stay in there? Well, I got one of these. This one I think is aluminum. I'm going to try it. A steel one would probably work better. Screw it onto these threads. I should be able to put it in between here. Should be able to put it in between here with a couple washers. It might hold it on. Let's find out. All right, guys, there's your hack of the day. I used a couple washers, put a little spacer between it because, you know, there's no threads there. I took a little bit of a brand new gasket that I had, muffler gasket, cut it, get it fit in there, and there it is. Yeah. Hey, it'll work, right? If you don't have one, there it is. Where I ordered this sprocket from, if you guys need one of these, because I couldn't find one anywhere. Couldn't find one on eBay or anything. This is Northeast Vintage Cycle in New York. I don't know if you could see that. Might want to zoom in there. Anyway, that's where I found that sprocket in case you guys need it. And I'm going to show you the close-up of this. We're going to go ahead and put that sprocket on. I guess maybe I should have figured out where that spark plug wire goes, and this coil wire probably goes under the tank. Now, I already mounted the tank. So, shame on me. Here's the sprocket here, pretty nice. Brand spanking new. And then I had to find a clip for it. I didn't have one. Okay. That'll probably make better sense, right? And I would imagine the letters go out and that just like you see it. I would imagine it goes that way. I don't have a book. I might have a book somewhere in my archives, but I'm just guessing that's the way it should go. All right. I'll put the chain on the back, do some adjusting here, and I think we're going to be good to go on that. I was checking the oil, and there's barely anything on the dipstick. So I'm kind of guessing, it looked like a little bit of mud on there. So I'm kind of thinking there's water in here. If that's the case, I'm going to have to clean this engine out, do a couple oil changes on it. Oh yeah, look at that. Water just poured right out. Well, it's a good thing I checked that. I hope you guys got that. Seen that. Yep, there you go. Let's get it done. All right, guys, now after I put the fresh oil in it, figures, right? I should have done this first. Put the shifter on. Look at the shifter. Yeah, that ain't right? I mean, it's in neutral, but yeah. Well, we're going to fix that, guys. Let's see that engine there. This one doesn't do it. That one's nice and tight. But a quick heads up, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to take this back off, take the shifter off, and then we'll get into the video of taking the cover off. I tell you what, I like this Japanese industrial bits here. JSI. Don't have to fight it, man. Don't have to fight it. You don't have a set of these, you got to get yourself a set of those. If you're working on Honda stuff or Japanese stuff. Every one of them come out real nice. All right, I think what I'm going to do is change the angle of this guy so we can take this cover off so we both can see what's in there at the exact same time. These bolts out. Fasteners. One went into the oil. Yeah, hopefully the gasket comes off nicely. Because I don't have any gaskets for this right now. It looks like it might be coming up all right. Ooh, it's pretty gooky looking in there. I'm going to have to clean that up. Oh, my, my, my. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's broke. The well broke off on this thing. Now, I might have one of these in my parts box up there. But it looks like there's something else missing here. What else is missing? Anything? Nope. It goes there. All right. But yeah, that's broke. I don't know if I got one of these, but I know someone that probably could weld that. But either way, all this is going to have to get cleaned out in here. It's pretty bad. Luckily, the gasket's okay. It's got one tear up here. I think I can get away with that. The Kickstarter shifter started coming out, which I didn't want it to when I was taking the lid off. So watch out when you get this out, guys. It doesn't move on you. This here is broken. And I'll see if I have any. You can see where the weld broke right off right there. Holy buckets, you guys. Look at that. I found one. I knew I had one up in that stash upstairs, and I found it in a QA50 box. Didn't know I had the QA50 stuff left over. Well, there it is. Sweet. Now we can put this on and get this thing back to where it's supposed to be. Cool. Let's do that. All right, guys. So let's take this off. I'm pretty sure those ain't working. Want to take the right ones off, not these. Almost did that. There's only 3 here. Blowing. I'm sure that's the way that's supposed to look. Yeah, it's only a nut in there. Well, I'll be darned. Well, I'll be hootin' and tootin'. Is it a 17? Not a 17. It's either 18 or 19. Here's an 18. 18 doesn't fit it. Here's a 19. It is 19. So 19 millimeter, guys. I wonder if Camera Girl's cooking on the grill because it smells good. She could be making cheeseburgers or something. I'm probably going to go investigate here in just a moment. And that wasn't reverse thread. I was almost kind of thinking that might have been, but it might be jammed up in there. Yep. Yeah, that's what it is. This washer's been off many times. That's what it was. Yep. I got a feeling it's kind of bad, so we're gonna take a look at that. All right, guys, what I'm going to do, and just for the fun of it, we're just going to take this off. See what they look like, how bad to burn or whatever. Look just kind of goopy to me. But I got this one apart. It don't look awful bad, but I'm going to mic them anyway, just to see where they're at. I'm going to take this one here apart and see what we got in this one. I did go through this clutch. I checked them just to give you a rough idea. I'm doing this in inches. Like this one here was, when I did it, it was 141. That was, and these, when I checked these, were 146. They're not much difference. That could be worn out as well. But I'm just going to go ahead and use this clutch. We're going to clean it up. I do believe there's nut and everything is inside here. So let's open it up and see. So what I'm going to do is get that clutch cleaned up. I'm going to put it back on because you already seen me take it off. Let's go from there. All right, guys. Now we got the clutch back on. We got the new arm on. So now I'm going to put all this back, put this cover back on, put the screws back on, and then we'll go from there. You know, guys, I was going to check the points on here. Make sure they're set correctly, but I got the flywheel off. There is a keyway thing there. But I don't know if it's sheared or did someone weld it or smoothed it out, because I don't see it anywhere on here, guys. I don't know how I started it when I did that day, but holy buckets. All right, guys. A lot of little tiny things that are wrong with this thing. Holy buckets, man. I got that keyway cleaned out. Had it grinded out a little bit. That keyway sheared completely off. It was rounded out. I don't know how long it's been like that, but we got another keyway, put that in, got that together. We got the carburetor on, the air cleaner. Left the shifter off for a moment. We're just going to see now if it starts with this. The points reset, all that stuff. Wow. So, all right, don't try this at home. I don't recommend it. Turn the fuel on. Fuel's going in. We'll leave the choke off. Let's see what happens without choke, right? Holy fuck, is it run? Little bit of a smoker. Yeah, she smokes a bit. Well, hey, what do you expect out of something that old, right? But it's right. Oh, and the push button. Ha-ha! Pop goes the weasel. All right. We got it running. I'm going to put that front fender on. Put this cover on. We'll get ready to ride it. Just to see if this thing's going to ride. I want to see if second gear skips. What a lot of work. All right, guys. Let's finish this up. And the next thing is, give it a ride. Me and my big old fat butt on this little bike. Well, guys, there it is. Ready for riding. Well, let's take this sucker for a ride. We got the front fender on. We got everything on. Of course, I'm not putting gas in it because it's going to store all winter. But look at her. Well, I know she's a smoker, so. I didn't clean nothing up. Just want to ride it like it is. The auction find. Yeah, boy. Come Get in there, gear. Get in gear, buddy. Smoky! I wasn't even going to try to shift. Not as small as this one, I can't get my knees up there. Well, anyway. Joke it. Shut it off. I got to fix that button. Well, there it is, guys. Back on the road again. And that sprocket was worth more than this thing was worth. Anyways, hey guys, thanks for coming and watching me put this thing back together and bring it back to life. Now, someone else could take this and restore it and continue on. Absolutely. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like, subscribe. And don't forget to comment, guys, because we like to know what you think. Anyway, guys, you guys have a great rest of your weekend. And who knows what else I'm going to get into next week. We'll find out. Take care and have a great weekend. Woo! QA50.